And we on.
What up? What up?
Ain't nothing, big bro, doing the usual.
Waiting on the swoopster.
And wait on the guy.
Oh man,
Oh, damn. He is actually early.
there he is.
He can't hear us yet. We can talk a little more. Oh, shit. He'll put an earpod in.
The hell y'all niggas doing?
The usual. Waiting on you.
About to get in your ass.
It's 9:05. We just started.
We actually 38 seconds in.
I've been on here for 38 seconds.
Shit. Oh. Get on here and share a couple things.
I see you wearing your Boston green.
Nah, I wore the shirt. I ain't rooting for the Celtics. I'm gonna have to go with Clay though.
All right, I'm getting off. I'll talk to y'all later.
So yeah, gotta go with Clay now. I mean, hell, I like both of them, so I mean, I can't front.
How you a Boston fan and you going against Boston?
I'm a Red Sox fan, nigga.
Nah, if you gonna go with Boston, you gotta go with Boston all the way. Bruins.
That means I gotta
Red
be a
Sox.
Patriot fan and all that shit too. Negative.
I mean, come on, son.
I can listen. I'm a grown ass man. Last time I checked, I can root for who the hell I want to root for.
That's not how this works. According to Facebook, you cannot do that.
Damn. Are we living on Facebook rules now?
Damn, you might well join the metaverse then.
Speaking of that, people getting raped in the metaverse. What is up with that?
We gonna talk about it.
Crazy.
Niggas is wilding in the metaverse.
Damn.
Imagine getting assaulted in virtual reality.
Damn, my wife already on you, Swoop.
What happened?
What just happened?
Listen, I was almost late. They in there watching Sonic.
Oh, what y'all ordered it?
Nah, it's on Paramount for free.
Oh, it's Sonic too?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yep, the new one. Man, tell everything going on a streaming service now.
You have to.
Yeah, Tom want that money. Tom actually, he broke a record over the weekend, didn't he? Didn't he break a record over the weekend?
Your guess is good as mine.
Oh, I thought he hit like $135 or something like that, like 135 mil for something like that. I think like a big opening for him.
He probably bought out some movie theaters or something.
I told you can't talk bad about him. You gonna get Jai swole.
Yo, my man went to go see it today. I'm gonna ask him how it was.
Ant went saw it. He said it was good. I'm gonna go see it. Hopefully Sunday.
They finally put some black people in there.
Yeah,
black people in the first one.
Yeah, about to say it was black dude. He choked the man up when they got off the damn plane. Go back and watch the first one.
I'm talking about like somebody actually talking and like
the nigga talked
in it more than 10 minutes.
Hey, a line is a line.
No, a line does not count.
Nigga, how long was Chris Tucker and Jackie Brown?
I've never even seen Jackie Brown.
Watch Jackie Brown. Watch how fast Chris Tucker in that bitch. That nigga say 4 words and get shot and get put in the trunk. That's it.
Well,
he was in the trunk.
I condone that. I condone Chris Tucker getting shot.
Hey.
Listen, representation matters.
Damn,
so in the fold.
You be on everybody's ass, dog.
Yo, I don't care, son.
Why?
Riggedy raw.
Nigga, I see y'all in a minute. This nigga here is wild and early in the episode. Damn it, man. Hey, what it do? What it be about? We are back.
What up,
Yeah.
It's your boy Drew,
Eric?
Swoop.
and we are the Global Unknowns. Everybody, welcome to episode 51.
51. My goodness.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. We're cranking
My
them up,
goodness.
boys. We are cranking them out.
We got
Yeah,
all
but
times.
before we went to the intro, we were discussing a little something. I'm gonna get to mental health here in a second, but we were talking to Swoop about his this whole look on damn people in movies, and we were talking about Top Gun, and if you just got on, he was like, wasn't no black people in Top Gun, and it was a black guy in it. I mean, he got jacked up. He had a very pivotal scene where he got jacked up after Goose died. And Tom Cruise had to tell him, like, he shoot when he want to shoot.
Yeah.
Granted, the man had probably 3 words in it, but he was in the movie.
He said
First
something
of all, he should have had that energy for Val Kilmer because it was his fault that Goose died. It was his fault. Was it not?
he flew through the jet wash.
Yeah.
But Val knew what he was doing and caused them to do that. Next thing you know, I can't control it. And Goose, I mean, he hits the water just wild, like he's gone.
Oh, man.
It was Val Kilmer. He didn't have no energy for Val. But you gonna jack the black dude up? Val was antagonizing him the entire time he got to the academy. And he ain't have no energy for that man.
You heard Chance jet wash.
It wasn't Maverick's fault. It was Val Kilmer. What was Val's? It was his fault. He baited him
Had a
in.
couple more parts.
Waited too long. Baited him in. Waited too long. Next thing you know, Goose dead. Like, it was just, for my first time seeing it, I expected more from it. I expected Goose to at least last to maybe 3/4 of the way. Goose was gone in the first like 45 minutes, bro. Like,
Dude, that's
then it's
3/4 of an 80s movie, though. 80s movies were like an hour and a half.
But it just, I was looking for more drama.
Are you really shitting on Top Gun?
Listen, I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know. It wasn't a bad. I'm not saying it was a bad movie. That's not what I'm saying. But I expected a little bit more, fisticuffs. Like I wanted Val and Tom to go at it one time. Like you deserve hands to be thrown because you killed my man. Like that's my man. We was just singing in the bar with his family, wife and kid, and my little shorty who's the instructor. But now I done pulled her, under my wing and all of that. Like it was a very intimate moment. Next thing you know, Goose dead. Like,
dude, he flew through the jet wash, man. That
they should have both died then. I mean, Jesus Christ.
He told him to watch out for the canopy right when he was ejected and shit. He said, look out for the canopy. When Goose hit it, boom.
Like, I don't know, man. Val deserved a lot more energy and he ain't get nothing. Val got no energy, bro. Like, next thing you know, they going on a mission together and then they, everything is all good. First of all, Tom didn't even graduate. Like, Tom wasn't even really a graduate. He wasn't. He ain't get no papers. He ain't get no medals, nothing. But they let him fly.
He had the choice though.
They let him fly though. Like, How you just circumvent the rules like that? Like,
which rules did he circumvent?
he wasn't a graduate of Top Gun Academy thing. Like,
But
how
no,
does
no,
he-
no, dude, he wasn't a graduate. Okay, he didn't graduate, but he had
wait.
orders.
Chauncey talking about he did graduate. Which one was it? Did he not?
I don't think he just didn't show up at the graduation, but that's beside the point. When they got the orders to go out in the Indian Ocean and shit to with the mission with him and Iceman, that was legit orders. That wasn't no school. That was some real shit.
I know that, but like, how did you know he was ready? Like, that's how you know it was a movie too, because this man was, as when Goose died, it was a wrap for him. He couldn't do nothing else.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he in there. Maverick,
they
come on,
have
Maverick,
too many
Maverick,
other
come on. And now
They have too many other pilots that can go do the shit.
Well, that's true. I guess because he was the one that chased down the plane and the exercise, and people didn't understand how you could do it because he was
Did
upside
you not
down.
see the man shake the dog chains and came through in the clutch? Did you not see it?
I don't care about that, bro. I care about Goose dying and him not doing nothing about it.
Dude, he did something about Goose.
He cried.
He threw the dog chains in the water. He had to let it go.
Nah. If we're gonna let it go, yeah, I'm gonna throw your dog chains in the water, but after that, Val at least getting the left hook, like something.
Oh man, them dudes officers, man. He'll lose rank if he won't get to fly no fucking more.
Bro, he was destroying planes. He was destroying $1 million planes. He should have been out.
He destroyed.
How many times they called him into the office like that we saw? But then he had a complete other history. Like, his file was crazy. Viper said 2 options: graduate with this class or quit. Man, listen, all I know is, if he don't avenge Goose's death in 2, like, they got to bring Val back just for 5 minutes so he could at least just slap him. I mean, something, bro. Like, that was your man.
Val ain't in no shape to get slapped.
What is Val doing right now? What is he doing? Is he alive still?
Yeah, throat cancer, something like that.
Barely, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Never mind then. I don't want Val to get slapped in because he already going through.
Nah, nigga, you keep that same energy. You keep that same pressure that you pushing right now.
Val getting his karma for killing Goose.
Hey, as always, man. How you mental health? I'm gonna let Swoop start it because that nigga on 10 right now.
Man, I'm doing better. I think last time I didn't even have no numbers to even put on the scale. I'm probably at like a 7, man. I think I jumped up a lot just because it's hot outside. I don't even know. I couldn't even really put a finger on it, but I'm feeling better than I did. Was it 2 weeks ago? Because did we pod last week? Was it last week we potted? Damn, I feel like it's been like 2 months. But yeah, I think I'm at a 7. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. It's still a lot of homework and all of that stuff, and the business is still a lot. But I don't know. I'm in better spirits. That's all I can say.
Bro.
R.I.P. Goose.
What's up, Will?
Oh man, I'm doing about a 7 or 8ish. Just hanging in there, trying to not let things drag me down. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
If you don't do that, you'll be all right. And that's easier said than done. I know. Because when things coming at you, sometimes you just can't stop it. You can duck it and dodge it. You can do whatever, but it just catch up with you sometimes when you sit down and let everything just marinate around you and stuff. You tend to not get out of that. Well, just got to keep moving and shaking and hope for the best, because man, it's a crazy world we live in right now. Everything is
Very true.
is is rapid. Everything is rapid now. When we were coming up in the 80s and 90s and stuff, something can happen at the other side of the country and we wouldn't hear about it for days. Now something can happen on the other side of the world and we hear about it as soon as it's happening.
Yeah.
And that's a lot to absorb, man, for the human mind. People don't understand that. All this technology we have now, a lot of minds aren't ready for this shit. And they can say they are, but they're not. You're not ready for it, especially with everything that's going on, and with the speed in which you get this information. You're not um, equipped to handle all of it. You're not. The average person isn't equipped to handle all the information they're getting right now. And somebody can dispute me if they want to, but I tend I tend to think that it's not. Um, like we have been accustomed to hearing about things that happen in our own little neighborhoods, our own little cities. Now you hear about things happening in cities and towns you ain't never even heard of before. And now you feel you got to go do something because something happening to somebody you don't even know.
Yeah.
And that's just when you think about it, man, you just don't know what's gonna happen to you from day to day because somebody can be on some bullshit because of something going on in another hemisphere that you don't even know about at the time, but they do. And they just feel like they got to go do something about it right here instead of going to that other hemisphere and taking care of the problem over there. So that's just the type of shit my mind be on. So I gotta escape that.
Yeah.
So I have to stay around a 7 or 8 because I can get lost in my own head, man. Because I think on levels that certain people don't think on and shit. And that's not to brag or boast or nothing like that. I'm not doing that. I kind of wish I didn't do that, but it's just the nature in which I work and everything like that that I have to think of multiple levels like that and stuff. So that's just the way it is. And when I'm at a 1, guess what? I'm thinking too damn much. When I'm at a 7 or 8, 9 or 10, shit, I ain't thinking at all. So that's just how it is. And
Uh-oh.
that was that's where I'm at.
Oh, there we go.
And so, um, little bro, not the little bro, but
Medium, bro.
yeah, medium bro. Where you at?
I'm hanging in there with y'all boys. I'm about a 7 or 8. It's been a good week. I mean, work been straight. Uh, been doing a lot of it. We had some people leave and some people out, so just covering a few shifts.
Making that paper.
Yeah, that's the only good outcome of that. Getting a couple extra dividends in the old wallet, which is great. Bladen done started the summer and she already ready to do all kinds of stuff, so got to get ready for that. Looking forward to the weekend. Got some things planned. Definitely going to see Top Gun. Hopefully, depending on this damn weather we finna have, because it's finna get ugly around here. It's start of hurricane season, so
Yeah,
we'll see
Batten down the hatches.
how this right here roll. Start getting the supplies together and just ready. That's about it, man. I really ain't got nothing too much going on. Just thank you, Chauncey. Saw it last week. But yeah, ain't really got too much going, man. Just trying to keep moving. I don't want to maintain, because when you maintain, you stagnant. So just trying to keep moving.
Keep hope alive.
Working on some stuff. Got a few things, couple coals in the fire. So just trying to elevate and do some things. Shout out to Chauncey them over there at Highway 22. Probably have an episode with them tonight too. So yeah, got some things popping. We'll see.
Well, damn, what time y'all going on?
Shit.
Well, it's already late, so they're an hour behind. So I
Don't be
get on
Late
trying
night,
to-
Drew.
Don't be trying to rush us off so you get on that motherfucker.
I know, right?
I'm not.
All right.
This nigga said Drew after dark. Yeah.
Hey, but we mentioned it in the beginning, and I said we were gonna get into it. This shit in the metaverse.
Yo.
I didn't know, and I'm gonna try to put this as mild as possible. I didn't know you could rape an avatar. But
Yo, have you seen the patches for like Sims and all of that?
no,
Yo,
it's
it gets
wild.
crazy. Yo, it gets crazy in the Sims world. Like, so
Like,
this is
I'm
yeah,
sitting
it-
there and
it-
I was reading some I guess it was Daily Mail or something like that. I always click on it and I'm reading it and it said rape in the metaverse. I'm like, how in the hell do you rape someone in the metaverse? This lady is literally saying she was assaulted in the metaverse
Yeah.
by two dudes. And you see somebody handing the avatar a drink or something. Did she like play drink it in the metaverse and get drunk? Like, I'm confused on this.
I'm just as confused as you are.
Dude,
She couldn't just turn it off.
I'm a venture to say
Take the glasses off or something?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, rape is a serious thing. Don't get me
Very.
wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna downplay
Yeah.
that act in any manner.
Yeah.
In any manner. But when you talk about in the metaverse, and I don't know, but what better way to drum up some type of just interest in it? Oh shit, they got that going. What the hell going on? Let me go get in on that.
Yeah.
There ain't no such thing as bad publicity, man. No
No.
such thing. And when you're trying to sell something to people that don't fully understand what you trying to sell to them, you can attract some people if they know that type of shit going on. And that's sad to say. Don't get
It's
me
the
wrong.
truth. That's the
But
truth.
hold on. Hell, I just thought you just walked around like on Roblox or something, and did dumb shit and spent all my money.
Yo, we just had to do something with some more charges the other day.
Dude, I last night I figured out how to stop all that shit. You might have to holler at me later. But because I couldn't get my I couldn't get my PayPal off my son's shit, but I figured it out. But anyway, what better way to attract those types of minds that think that way to join? To just get on, because they need subscribers. You need subscribers. You don't give a fuck who spending their money on what. You just need the money.
Yeah.
And who got more money than perverts?
Yo, that's a quote right there. Who got more money than perverts? Because they got the bread.
Damn, yeah, that is a fucking quote. But who got more money than perverts?
Oh,
They got all the perverts just in the last couple of years that have been dealt with. Dude,
Epstein had that bread.
Epstein had that bread. Yeah, you can go all the way back to Sandusky and every damn body.
Nasty work.
It's perverts don't mind spending that damn money. So if you're gonna make that money from these perverts, you gotta attract them. So
That's wild.
I'm not sitting here saying that it's false or nothing else, but damn, man, they could have, I don't know, vetted the story. They could have did something. They just threw it out. The woman raped in the metaverse. Well, hold on. Was she physically raped? Or is there some avatar rape shit? you know, but if cats figure they can do that type of stuff, they go check the subscription count after that. After
Yeah.
Oh,
that,
it probably went through the roof.
Oh yeah. I
that shit
guarantee stock
probably.
went up.
I bet you it spiked. If
You
it
know it went
didn't
through the roof.
spike, I'd be very surprised if it didn't spike.
Yeah, that spiked and Bitcoin and all that shit went down. So yeah.
Well,
Yo, they was cashing in their Bitcoin just to be on the metaverse.
they probably bought mansions. They living next to Snoop now, every damn thing.
See, but like this is the weird space that we're going to. Like back in the day, we all wanted to live life like the Jetsons, flying cars and all of that. Virtual reality, like it was so far fetched that we wanted it, and now that it's here, it's like, yo, I don't know if humans can really handle what the creations that they have. So like when you talk about something in virtual reality, most of the time most humans are socially awkward. So it's difficult for somebody to meet a real person. That's why you got people catfishing, you know, virtual dating and all of that. And something like this, like man said, like, yo, it's gonna bring the perverts out. And they got the paper. One, because they have to pay for secrecy.
Yeah.
Secrecy costs a lot of bread. Like you're gonna have to fork over some cash just to have something to be a secret. But like this virtual reality stuff, it's going to get to a point where I think we talked about it before. We normally talk about virtual reality. We talk about metaverse stuff. I don't know if I'm ready for Ready Player One type stuff. Like,
That's Will right there.
oh yeah, you know, Will. I got a notification that he was on the other night. I was gonna jump on the stream, but it was late. I feel like or something. I don't know what happened. But yeah, like this metaverse stuff is it's weird. Like it's weird. And the crazy thing is, like she was it says that she was like a what was it? A researcher or something like that who just wanted to hop on and see what it was like and ended up getting assaulted in the metaverse. Like, can you imagine that? Like just wanting to see what it's about. Next thing you know, you got somebody trying to dry hump you in virtual reality. But the biggest thing about that is, what if that was Leighton? She's on virtual reality. Like this could happen to our kids. Like I think about my son. Like if it was my son, what would I do? Like there's so many things that we're opening up. Pandora's box, can of worms, whatever, you know, whatever phrase you want to use. There's nothing that we can hide from people anymore, especially our children, because they're more connected in the virtual world than we are. Like Roblox, you know, our kids love Roblox, Fortnite, any of that, any of those
Play it.
multiplayer, those multi-layered games, those places where you can just be in one room and go to a next. Like there's so much out there for you to hear how something like this could be used. The lady obviously never been in a Call of Duty lobby. What y'all be doing in Call of Duty? What is happening, bro? See, and that's the thing. Like, there's people create these worlds within worlds, and it becomes like these cult-like things that just do whatever you want to do. Like the most I can do is play 2K online, and if somebody start talking crazy, I don't even care about my stats. Like I'm turning it off because I'm not about to go back and forth with a dude I can't see.
Nigga, 9-year-old got spicy with me on Apex one time. That's why I don't play it.
Bro, first of all, we're playing virtual reality basketball. I'm playing with a created user. Like I'm not making no money for this. Like I know y'all be taking this real serious when you playing 2K. Like, bro, I just did this so I could get away from my kids real quick. Like
Damn.
I'm probably only gonna play 2 games and then go back to sleep or something like that. Like, but this metaverse stuff, man, just to know where we're headed is scary because there's so much other stuff happening. And now we don't even know how intelligent AI can get. Like, I'm really worried because you know we done seen I Am Legend, we done seen the movie AI. That was a crazy movie. Like we've seen all of these things, Minority Report, like
Terminator,
I Robot, like we've seen all of this stuff. And we know that the technology at some point, I mean, right now, the technology that we're creating is smarter than us.
Hell, I read
Siri, a
what was
Siri
that?
can talk to Siri. Like they can formulate conversations. Like it's crazy. But just to hear something like this, like it's only a matter of time before it gets taken away or something like that. And that's why Elon Musk don't need to buy Twitter.
Yeah, because I read what was it? It was, I think, Chick-fil-A like using robots or something in certain states right now,
That's nasty.
like trying to see if robots actually work, handing out food and everything like that. So
My
yeah,
pleasure. I don't want to hear that.
yeah.
This robotic arm just come out and just drop your chicken sandwich in your lap. Like, nah, I don't want that.
Yeah, that's what it's going to come to. And it's
That's
cheaper to
because
pay them.
humans don't like each other either. So the less human interaction, the better. And that's why this stuff is going to become more and more intelligent. And that's why metaverse and virtual reality, AR, whatever you want to call it, like that's why it's going to get more popular because people don't even want to talk to anybody, let alone pandemic. Now you got monkeypox floating around. We still dealing with COVID-19.
but let me
So
tell
virtual
you,
reality going to be the thing.
when you start going down a path like that, and people don't have the skill sets to
Right.
keep up with a world like that, man, you're gonna have a poverty rate that's out of this fucking world. Because how are people gonna work if you don't have a job serving food at a fast food place, and now robots doing it, and there's no longer people. The people that were kind of counting on those jobs because they couldn't get nothing else, what are they gonna do now? Dude, it's man, it's
It's scary.
not a good thing, and that's why I don't like to think a lot of times because my mind goes in those directions. Like, what the hell is gonna happen
Yeah.
when we hit this point when you and yeah, it's easy to say learn a new skill, but
They're going to send them to Arkham.
when I was at McDonald's, I went through a McDonald's drive-through the other day because for some reason my family just loved chicken nuggets. But I went through a McDonald's drive-through the other day, and the lady that took the order when I got up to pay, I know she had to be late in her late 50s, easy, maybe 60 something, and you just can't say go learn a new skill. That's easy to say to somebody young or whatever, and it's kind of not easy to say it to them either, because the skills that you're gonna have to learn, you have to have the aptitude for it. A lot of things people just cannot wrap their minds around to do. You know, it's quite hard because you've been taught one thing your whole life, or one or two things. Learning something new is rather difficult, and I'm gonna tell you how I know, because I learned mainframe programming. I can do that shit with my eyes closed. My wife, she'll tell you, when I used to get calls 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, just waking up out of sleep, and I can talk to somebody like in a full conversation, like I never fell asleep.
Yeah.
I can do that all day. But if someone say, "All right, go program code for an app," hell, I can't do that. I I I tried. I picked up a book. I tried to learn it, and everything else. I Unless I have some dedicated training and I sat down and tried to do it, it's hard for me to do. But if you put me on a mainframe, I can do anything in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So just to say, all right, I was flipping burgers up here at McDonald's. Now I got to go fix some robots. That's a whole damn different thing, man. It, people, you can't do that. People don't have the aptitude for the things that's coming up. and they're not being trained on the things that's coming up. Hell, schools are dumbing kids down of any damn thing because all the shit we were learning when I was in school, they don't even teach it no more. So,
Damn sure don't.
man, the where we're headed, the majority of the population ain't ready for it. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. And it's gonna get real ugly once we get there.
Deep.
I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Nah, that's real.
Like I
man.
said, I don't like to think,
Crazy.
man. I don't like to, and I don't like to think because, like I said, I got a lot more for you. I'm like Clever. I can keep coming, but
Got plenty more.
He gonna turn into a beautiful mind out here.
But it's just something, man. People need to think about. We go out here and we buy the newest and latest and greatest phones just so we can post some pictures faster. You ain't doing shit with that phone that is meant for it. If you have all the power that a cell phone has, and all you doing is scrolling and looking at other people's shit and posting your little shit fast.
Hey, nigga, hey, hold on. For you go there, they use them phones to watch us too. So relax.
I know that, but you could do that on an iPhone 4. I don't give a shit. You can do that on a computer. So I know.
I got where my iPhone 4 at too. I got it in here somewhere.
But I'm just saying, if you out here trying to get the latest and greatest technology and you don't even know how to use the shit from 7 generations ago, what the hell you gonna do with this new shit?
Break it.
Just look like, hey, I got a big phone, big shiny new phone. I don't know what the fuck to do with it, but hey, look
phone
at
this
me.
big. I got
Yeah, I could scroll the universe, motherfucker. Look.
the all-seeing eye. Yo, I want to go back to a comment. That's how the phone's gonna be soon. I don't know who said this, but Crafty Crab and Brandon has a robot taking you to your table.
Oh, that's Will.
Will, we have like 4 Crafty Crabs here in Charlotte.
Nigga, y'all got 100 breweries. Like,
First of all, and I don't know who's drinking all this beer. I really don't. Like, I really don't know. Like, what is the affinity to craft beers? Like, just let it go. 5 is okay. 5 breweries is okay. Like, I don't even know how they're making money.
craft
But
beer
yo,
is delicious.
Crafty Crab, they need people in there because the service is already bad. Service is terrible at Crafty Crab. So them having robots take you to the table, that's crazy. And the fact that they making that much money, that's even scarier. That's how you know niggas just love crab legs. They selling too many crab legs to afford a robot to be able to take you to your table. Like, you don't even see that. You wouldn't see that at a high-end restaurant that's making $200 steaks. How did Crafty Crab? But no, matter of fact, no, I'm not gonna say that because that's gonna sound a little racist, maybe. I don't know.
Well, if a robot taking me to my table, I'm be wondering what the hell going on. You know,
Who's back there cooking my food? Because I know, yo, ain't no way a robot can feel the right amount of spice that needs to go into the mix. Ain't no way.
well,
We talking about a crab boil. I need enough Lowry's in there for it to hit the back of my throat and almost give me a heart attack. Like, I need that.
Damn.
all that, and
I need that Old Bay in there. I need that sprinkle. Ain't no way a robot arm is doing that. It's just I can't see it. It's crazy. But yeah, the metaverse is wild. Like, it's wild. Yo, virtual. I told y'all, Dave, that show Dave with Lil Dicky the rapper. I told you he was early with it. He had the virtual reality porn in there going ham, like going crazy in there. But like, those are things to come. Like, it's just that was just a little taste. That was in the infancy stages of the Facebook visor glasses VR shit. Like it was, and he was in there with the fleshlight and everything, just bugging. Dave was in there wilding, like he was squeezing. Like, it was crazy, bro. But that's
Chauncey, Chauncey on you right now.
Nah, ain't no pause. Listen, man. I'm a grown man. What I stand on everything I say, son. Nah, but pause. Whatever need to be paused, let's pause it. But yeah, man, virtual reality stuff. But I couldn't imagine getting on to the metaverse, trying to just see what's going on. Next thing you know, you got some meat slapped on your face or something like
this thing.
I mean, what's gonna happen if somebody will get beat up in the metaverse next? I mean, if that happens.
They passing bottles and shit like that in the metaverse. You might catch a beat down. Nigga might jump you in the metaverse.
Okay,
but yo, you can't turn off the goggles. Like you can't just lift them up. Like
because I wake up out of dreams every time I'm dreaming and I'm falling and I know like fuck it, I hit the bottom, I'm gonna die. Because you know they say if you die in your dreams, you're gonna die. Dude, I wake the fuck up like I can't deal with this shit. Let me get the fuck up. Yeah, you just can't like Swoop say hit the fucking lights, flip the shit off, do
come
something.
on, son.
Yeah, all right, that's enough of this shit. Whew. All right.
Or like you're not in the Matrix with the cable stuck to the back of your head. Like you can take them goggles off. Like we can do this right here. Like what is happening? Like
dude.
And like yo, like Maine said, we're definitely not downplaying the rate. Like that's just we're not doing that. So don't try to hit the button on us or whatever. But we're just saying, when does it stop? Like where does it end?
When do you lift up?
Like I said, if I'm sleeping and I know to get my ass the fuck up. You know, like fuck. Let me wake up. Let me do something. I can't do this because it's been times I wake up. My wife like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am now." Shit,
I can see you. I'm okay.
Yeah. You ain't just know what the hell I was just going through here a minute ago. But I'm all right. Right now.
I was fighting for my life. I'm
glad I was sleeping and going through that shit.
And you gotta you're in a deep sleep too. Like when you're falling off a cliff or something. Cause when I dream, I'll be dreaming in movies. Like I'll be in there saving the world. And I know I'd be deep in them dreams. But then if something's happening, like you said, somebody chasing you falling, like you know something ominous is on the other side of whatever is happening right now. I'm up. Like I'm like, okay, let me just check. I got all my body parts. Okay, Monique, you right there. Okay, I'm good. Then I go back to sleep.
Reset this damn shit.
Yeah. Now let me put on some ambient, TV show that I can just fall asleep to. It'll probably be The Man That Fell to Earth, but which by the way, like it's just
I'm
trying to get into it, but
since my wife wanted this come on here and talk shit in the comments too. I don't like she'll do that to me, but it's certain things you can't have on the TV when you fall asleep.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It can't be in my spirit.
Cause this woman here she's moved moonshine in her sleep. She has been fucking Heisenberg in her sleep. Like she can't watch certain things when she go to sleep.
Listen, I watch Peaky Blinders. I'm back in England.
You're in Birmingham?
I'm taking eyes, bro. I'm in there flat. Like, bro, when I watched Space Cowboy,
oh man,
yo, I was wilding. I was in the universe out there just floating and killing, just like yeah. But like, yo, it's real. But at some point, just the way I took off this fitted, take off them goggles, man.
Yeah, you got to come back to reality and get out of that meta world.
That's a problem. People want to escape reality, and then next thing you know, you getting
found out Kanye heading to the metaverse, but
yeah, don't do it.
Oh yeah,
don't do it yet.
Yeah, headed there. He buying land now.
Well, he said he's homeless, so I guess he at some point he got to get somewhere to stay.
Damn. Let's move on past this shit. Going too far.
I'm about to say that's just more lure for people to go spend their money.
I'm telling you, Bitcoin tanking, motherfucker buying a land in the metaverse, man.
Okay, you can keep buying it.
Yo, but how you gonna get there?
You got to spend $300.
How you gonna get there though? If we take any cues from any movie that you see post apocalyptic, ain't no electricity.
That's
How you
my whole.
how you get into the metaverse?
If they shut the electricity off,
What are you doing? You don't have solar panels, so you're not.
Bitcoin laws, metaverse laws, all that shit that's based on being online is lost once you lose power.
And then you're gonna lose your favorite podcast,
Oh,
we
we'll
can
find a way.
The Global
we
Unknown.
can get some ham radios and shit, some
Listen,
CDs and
We gonna be in transistor radios. Are you there?
Hey, we get them Nextel
Wow.
phones. We
Yo.
bring them Nextels back.
Don't you do
Nah,
that.
don't even
No.
talk about because Uncle Larry owed me a Nextel, man. I was so hyped, bro. Nah, I was so hyped. I'm like, yo, Uncle Larry about to buy me a Nextel. I'm still waiting for it, man.
Oh, he didn't get you your Nextel?
Nah, yo, Uncle Larry said, yeah, man, I get it for work and all of that. Like, we gonna get you in the mall. I said,
Or if he's shooting his mouth off with that bullshit.
I'm
It'll be the
reminded
main-
more.
And be the main one calling, man. I used to be sitting at work in a meeting or something. Hey, motherfucker, what you? Damn, let me turn this. Like, man, hey, just hey, push the talk. We'll get a.
We used to do that in the school all the time. Getting niggas in trouble. Just where you at, nigga?
Hey, what the fuck you doing, motherfucker? You can't even turn it off.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Yo,
As soon as I used to hear them chirps, I used to be like, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna hear some shit."
yeah, you liable to hear anything on the chirp, man.
Hey,
He will never send a warning chirp either, because it was always that one you can send a warning like bloop bloop and then wait.
Yeah,
and then you can come back and say something the next one. But he would never send the warning. He coming out hot,
swinging.
It was that initial page just to see if you're busy, and if you're not busy, you know, we could talk. But ain't no courtesy on the Nextel chirp. Ain't no courtesy at all.
I'm gonna hit him up tomorrow, though. I'm gonna see what he gonna say to me. He probably cuss me out.
See if he remember, yo.
He gonna play stupid.
Oh, look at that. Hold up.
Yeah, he gonna play dumb.
He might give you his own. Here you go. I'm sorry, I had him waiting for you.
You gonna wash that bitch up in Eagle. That bitch got like an I-95 one.
Yeah, same one he was fucking calling and cussing me out on.
Yeah.
He ain't never get to the BlackBerry stage one. He got the I-95 one, the one that you flip open and
the big silver one.
Yeah.
Them Nextels was thick, boy.
Yeah. The bitch was built to last.
Oh yeah.
You didn't need
you had to have on a belt. You had to have on a belt tight if you wanted to keep your pants up with the Nextel on your hip. That was like 2 ways. Them 2 ways was like bricks.
Oh man.
Shout out to Uncle Larry though.
Shout that motherfucker.
Oh, well, he always make his way on the episode.
Every episode.
You see what color I got in my background.
I wanted to bet him. I wanted to bet him today too, because we were talking basketball, and he is the champion of the Reed.
Who you rooting for?
Who, your uncle?
Well, I know it was Giannis, and Giannis going. So.
Oh, he going for Boston. So if you're a smart man, you're gonna bet the opposite of him.
Damn.
Yeah, you already know it's ruined.
He like Chuck. He like Charles Barkley. When he put that, I guarantee it on it. You know it's a wrap. Whoever Charles go for is always losing. So please hold while the next. Yo, that's. Please hold while the next subscriber you're trying to reach is located. Yo,
damn.
Oh my God, that brought back memories.
That damn wheel.
What else are we talking about tonight?
Oh, it's in the title.
Man, yo,
Moniz
DL is he's a chicken head, yo.
How you gonna hold? Okay, you said that the other day. So
I
explain.
said another word. I'm
yeah,
trying to limit my cuss words on the show.
okay, you said that the other day. So you got to explain, and I'm gonna let you tell what's going on with this one right here. I'm gonna let you set this one here up.
So I don't know what it is about comedy, but comedy is like under attack for whatever reason. It's like the powers that be just don't want to see people thrive in the comedic world. So if I'm not sure if you're tapped into black news, like nigger news, which is like Shade Room or Hollywood Unlocked and stuff like that. But there was a story out where Monique, the comedian, who was famed from that movie Precious, she played the mom who was out here wilding. She went on stage, called out some people, namely DL Hughley, who believed that he was the headliner of the show that she was on because she was supposed to be the headliner, but she went in on and just kind of ripped them to shreds or whatever. And then this back and forth ensued for them on social media. So DL posted some stuff about her on Instagram. Then she came back and posted some stuff. Then he posted what looked like a contract, but it wasn't really a contract, showing that he was the headliner. But then Monique showed that she was the headliner in an actual contract. And then he put something else up there. But there's this feud going on between the two. And the reason why I say that DL is a chicken head, it goes back to comments that he made about Kanye West when the whole situation was going on. No, yo, I need my man Jay in here. I know Chauncey here, but I need Jay in here because Jay will co-sign this
I'm a
100%.
Ye fan. Listen, I love Ye, but Ye been on some bitch ass shit lately.
Nah, but I will say this: Ye has insight to what's going on with his family more so than we do. So we only get the bits and the pieces. So we don't always get the entire picture.
So keep that
So,
shit in house though. You ain't got to let the world know you beefing with your baby mama about your kids. Everybody
but
don't need to know that, Swoop.
but I'd rather him say it than it come out in the tabloids. I don't mind him if you want
But
to air
if
your
you
dirty
keep it
laundry,
in
air
house,
it.
if you keep it in house, it don't
But
get
he's not.
found
But he's not the
out.
type of person. He's not the type of person to just. I mean, he's always wore. He wears
But
his heart on his sleeve, and that's why
this
we
shit ain't
love
for the
Ye
show though? How we know this shit ain't for the show? He
because it's
could be
not.
getting a check.
Nah, I don't.
Hulu,
Nah, you can
look,
see.
they under
Nah,
new
you could.
contracts with
Have you
Hulu
watched it
now.
though? Have
They
you
under new
watched it?
contracts with Hulu now. I don't watch that shit. I got better stuff
So
to do with my time.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ye, his energy, even when they were with Bravo, his energy wasn't even on that type of time.
They were with
He didn't even
E.
realize. And one of them, he didn't realize
They were with
that he
E.
was on the show.
They were
Oh,
with
E,
E.
my fault. E. I thought it was Bravo. Whatever. They all the fucking same. All the dumbass reality shows. But
But Jay,
DL
you said
DL was
dumb
talking
ass,
crazy.
you know, dude. Just like we talked about them sketches that motherfuckers throwing down online. You got a motherfucker on crutches trying to holler at a chick. Dude, all this shit set up so that the people beneath them can have something to talk about.
Now
And keep
I can see like Kim and them orchestrating it because the whole thing about Ye is that he's crazy. But not even just talking about Ye. So DL was saying some craziness about Kanye until you see the tattoo of the initials on Pete Davidson's neck. And then it was, oh well, if somebody did that to my kids, I'd be blah 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 blah. So like he went from one extreme where he was talking crazy about Kanye, and then once we see the tattoos on the neck, now you changing your song and dance. Like, nah, if you're going to have a certain opinion, not saying that people can't change their minds, but you had a very strong opinion. Just like Big Bro, just like you said, like the way you said it, pretty much is how he said it. Like, yo, Kanye was on some other stuff.
Oh yeah, when he
And
said if
now,
he was a dad, he run up on Ye or something like that. Yeah,
yeah,
I remember that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then when you see Pete Davidson with these tattoos on his neck, now you want to change your tune. So like he was able to talk out of both sides of his mouth. So like for me, it just that put a bad taste in my mouth because you are someone who was looking from the outside looking in, trying to diagnose the situation, and then you see the end result of this man who is clearly antagonizing Ye, putting letters on his neck for kids that he has no connection to whatsoever, and he's borderline a little, you know, pervert predator type person with the jokes that he tells and all of that, like whatever. So DL was already low on my list, and I'm an avid listener to his show. Like that's how I know his whole stance on Ye.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about Monique and DL, Monique in the last few years has had some feuds with some really big names, and it is tragic that those names get more of a benefit of doubt than she does when she has actual things that can back up the claims that she makes. You know, you talk about like Lee Daniels, you talk about Tyler Perry, Oprah, even Steve Harvey. When she was on the Steve Harvey show, they had the conversation, and he said to her like, I would, you know, I agree with what you said. I just disagree about how you did it. And if you had a problem, you should have did this and that, because like, you know, that it's harder for us to do this and do that, but yet you're not holding the people that did me wrong accountable. Like, instead of holding everybody else accountable, you hold me accountable. So like that's where I guess the frustration comes, because you have these big names, because of their names and because of the money that they have, they get the benefit of the doubt. When you have somebody like Monique, who's really been grinding out here from, I mean, if you watched the Parkers, you saw her on the Parkers, like you saw her grinding, like, even Queens of Comedy. Like, she's one of the foremost comedians, female woman comedians out there. Like, she's funny as hell. I don't care what nobody say. She's funny. She's funny.
I'm gonna let you go. Go.
But that aside, like, the biggest issue is the fact that big names always get the benefit of the doubt. And because there's so much surrounding who they are, and it's one person, it's always, well, if you got a problem with everybody, you gotta look at you. At some point, you gotta look at yourself. And I'm pretty sure she has, or whatever. But it's just, at some point, as Black comedians, as Black professionals, y'all gotta rally around each other and really make sure that everyone is looking out for everyone else. Like, that's one of the things that is frustrating, especially in the celebrity world too, because like, they'll cape for someone that doesn't look like them. They'll go hard for them, but when it's somebody that looks like them, they really won't put their ass to the fire, kind of thing. Like, they not gonna take no shots for nobody else that looks like them, and that's the frustrating part about it, and that's what makes me upset with DL, especially because this is a woman. You could have called her. I don't care what she put up.
She called for the smoke though. She went on stage and called him out.
But then that's the same thing talking about Kanye. Like, you don't have to react to it.
No, I'm saying though, he didn't react at the shows. The man got called a coon and all kinds of other,
I mean,
other kind of words and everything like that.
Shoe fits.
But okay,
you gotta go ahead and go through what you're contracted to do. I understand what you're saying. If you got a beef, handle that beef after the show.
Yeah.
Handle that beef, because if I came there to see you make me laugh and you sitting there talking about your fucking contract, man,
but it was funny though.
I want my money. I don't give a fuck. I want my money back, because it sounds like you talking some shit.
She better.
Man, I don't want.
She bit over bullshit though. She bit over bullshit. Like I did I talk about? No, I ain't talked about this. Like the Netflix deal, the whole Netflix thing. I got it to an extent. You mad because Amy Schumer got paid? You mad because of this, that, and the third? When you're not the draw you used to be 20 years ago, you can't keep asking for that now. Fam,
why not though?
You can ask, you won't get it.
Ask, you ain't gonna get it.
I ask motherfuckers for $250,000 every time I go to get an interview. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here.
But you can't go on what you used to do. You can't. In the comedy world, you can't. You have to evolve. You gotta keep growing. You got to do all this stuff. You can't be sitting up here. Well, I was funny on Queens of Comedy. Don't nobody give a damn about that no more.
But where was DL? I mean, DL's not funny to me.
DL ain't
about
funny to
y'all.
me either. He ain't funny to me
So-
either. But at
But
the
that-
same
but
time,
that's
though,
the thing.
hold on. He's not funny to me either. But you got Monique sitting up here bitching about she ain't getting paid like Chappelle and all that. Bitch, you are not Chappelle funny. You are not Chris Rock funny. You are not Marlon
my
Wayans. You're
God.
not these
Oh my
people
God.
funny.
Chris Rock is not funny.
I mean, different strokes for different folks, but you are not funny. Like Monique she was funny on the Parkers to a certain extent. After a while, the shit gets aggravating, chasing Professor Ogilvy or whoever it is. Like it's the same concept every episode till she got the nigga, she married him. Big whoop, you saw it coming, but still, you don't sit up here and steady just chip away at this. Well, I used to do this, I used to do this. Now you want to go at Tyler Perry. Why you want to be in his movies, I don't know. Because none of them appeal to me at all. Lee Daniels.
It wasn't about that. It was Lee Daniels who didn't live up to the contract for the movie.
Did he not pay her for Precious or something like that?
Yeah, it was because of that. And Tyler Perry and like Oprah came to Lee Daniels' defense.
Okay, so
they injected themselves into something that didn't even have to do with them.
Okay, so you didn't get paid for Precious, but what was the outcome of you playing in Precious?
She won an Oscar.
Okay, then. So you take your Oscar and you shut the fuck up and you try to better yourself in different roles. Granted, that was a stepping stone. You didn't get paid for this. You probably got $50,000. Okay. Take it and run. I mean, you got the highest award you can get.
Awards don't pay the bills, though.
What I'm saying, sometimes you got to know when to grab your chips and get the fuck out the casino too.
But the people were crying about they weren't winning awards. You win one and you still crying.
We can go round and round.
How long did people cry? Oh, we ain't winning these Oscars. I don't give a fuck about no award. Pay me. Shit, I don't recognition. I don't want to pay me. I want the money. The money lasts longer than the recognition at some point.
And that was her thing. Like, it's not even about an Oscar, it's about the paper and being paid accordingly.
Well,
I think that's her
issue. Do you think she deserves what Dave them getting from Netflix?
So the only reason that Dave can command that is because of the length of time that he was gone.
Okay.
So
what about Amy
Schumer
mystique
around it?
What about Amy
Schumer? Amy Schumer's not even funny. That's the thing.
But she's a draw.
Because she was in movies that were, I guess, funny or whatever.
But she sell out stadium, Swoop. When the last time Monique sold out a stadium?
It's not too many black comedians that can do that.
I don't want to hear the black. I don't want to hear the white. I don't want to hear that shit.
But it's true. It's true, though.
I don't want to hear
Bro,
that.
You know it's true. How many black comedians are really selling out stadiums outside of Kevin Hart, outside of possibly Dave Chappelle?
Possibly.
But because I don't see him in stadiums. Anytime he's doing a set, it's not like he's always in a theater type thing. Because that's just not his style. When he got tackled, that was more so like an amphitheater type outdoor. Yeah. So like outdoor situation.
I mean, but like, is she Kevin Hart ain't even funny to me.
He's not.
But he's a draw.
He's
a draw.
But it's also because he's in the public eye a lot.
But he learned how to transcend his comedy to appeal to just more than black people.
Because black people, you got to fill up an auditorium or a stadium. It ain't just gonna be black people in there, man. It's gonna be a whole lot of other people. And if you just want to make black people money, you ain't gonna make a whole lot. That's a fact. If you talking about comedy and this and that, if you just talking about making black people money, you ain't gonna make a whole lot in that venue. Because for one thing, we ain't gonna pay to go see you. We'd rather watch you on TV. That's a fact. Hell, I ain't never even been to a comedy show. I'll tell you that point blank. I want to. I've seen a couple advertise. Like, damn, let me go down here. But reality is I gotta wake my ass up and go to work a whole lot of times, so I don't go.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
So you got if you want to be a draw, you gotta appeal to motherfuckers with that income that can bring you the money you want. And if you ain't doing that, if you sitting up on the stage crying the whole time about how somebody, oh, they did, I ain't come here to hear this.
But that was only a few. That was like the beginning of her set. She went and finished the set. Like she did what she had to do. But like
But the damage
when you think about black comedy, it's hard because our experience isn't like anybody else's. And it's always weird to me. Like sometimes I cringe when Dave says like nigga in front of white folks a lot and they be laughing. Like it just, I don't know. It might just be me. It's just like y'all laughing a little bit too hard at that word. Like I don't know. Like it's just
they don't laugh, just don't say it, right?
You can back up. You can slap your knee. Just don't fucking say it. But like I
some
said,
of those it's hard for black folks.
Yeah, with Netflix, they pretty much had somebody going around with them when they were doing their sets and everything, seeing how they filled up stuff. Because she said that on the Breakfast Club, it was a 2-year thing that Netflix did because they traveled with them just to see if they would pay them to see the draw they had. She wasn't pulling the people in. That's why she didn't get $10 million or whatever the hell she wanted.
I think it was like $1 million.
No, she wanted more than $1 million. Could have been 5. I know it was up there, but she ain't $5 million.
But it wasn't nothing crazy. It was something that
because Schumer got 16 million.
Yeah, it wasn't even near that.
Yeah, I think Schumer
it wasn't near
million. Sarah Silverman got like 12, and somebody else.
She's not funny either.
She's sarcastic, but she appeals to certain people.
See, I can't even say what I want to say.
She ain't black people funny, but she funny to somebody.
And that's the thing. Because she's not black people funny, she's still much more marketable than Monique. So you just proved the point right there. She doesn't have to be funny, but she can be funny in a certain context. And that's what Monique is. Monique is funny in a certain context that's true to her. When you talk about like Kevin Hart didn't come out like a gutter comedian. Kevin Hart was in them popcorn movies. Little cameos here and there. You know, he pop up in 40-Year-Old Virgin. He pop up in all these random movies that are like really sterilized, I would say. Like it's funny. There's some, you know, outrageous stuff happening, but it's not like he was playing on, you know, next Friday or something like that, like Cat Williams, or like a real nigga movie. Mm-hmm. He came out and was appealing to a certain audience because of where he was put. When you talk about somebody like even like DL, even like the only person that broke through for real was Steve Harvey, because he became the game show host and all of that, like being on Family Feud and the Steve Harvey show. But even him, once he got beside himself, got taken right off of air. Because once you get, you know, you can be black, but you can't be a nigga. So you gonna get the Sandman yank. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what.
That's a good metaphor.
you gonna get the niggas gonna come and hit you with the broom. But I think that's where the frustration lies for me, is that instead of banding together and making sure that Mo gets paid, because I'm pretty sure Lee Daniels got paid off of Precious, just like he got paid off for Colored Girls. Like, you gonna get paper, but make sure you. Was it a Tyler Perry movie? Yeah. I thought it was both of them. Or damn, I don't even know. But that movie was super dark in and of itself, though. Like it was just. I'll never see Michael Ealy the same after he dropped them babies from the 15th floor. Like it was crazy. But make sure your people get paid. And that's all. I feel like that's all that Monique is saying. Like, yo, all you had to do was look out. Because you got your paper. Just look out. Make sure that we get our just due. I'm not talking about astronomical numbers, but make sure I get what I'm worth. Like, like, bro, I was telling you the other day when I watched the Pivot podcast, a podcast we love, and Amari Hardwick was talking about his experience, like even on Power, and how he's not getting paid what he really should be getting paid, and had to at one point borrow some money from 50, like $20,000 a few times from 50, because he was still trying to, make the money that he was trying to make, and had to do some stuff. But like even somebody like him who's played in a various number of movies, even the fame and the allure that he brought to the Power franchise, where he injected life into something, to now where 50 can put out all these other terrible offshoots, but still making money because people gonna watch because we want to see what's going on. Like even somebody like him, he's not getting paid. And he talked about it.
Dude, but they sign contracts. And I ain't sitting here defending. Everybody should be paid. Trust me, because hell, I want to get paid. But if I go to a job and they say, look, we're gonna pay you X amount of dollars a year, is what you're gonna get paid. And then I'm working and I'm like, hold on, I'm doing all this work and y'all motherfuckers making millions, hell, down to billions off me. Shit, shouldn't I get something? Well, I signed on to make this. So if you sign something and then later on you want to revisit it, don't sign such a long contract. If you want to say, hey, let me sign this 3-month contract, we do 3 episodes and I come back, you do some shit like that, guess what? You're going to get killed off in 3 episodes. So, man, you got to go with what you agreed to in the beginning. And then when that's up, you go renegotiate. But in the middle, if you go talk shit in the middle after you done signed the paperwork, then you dead ass wrong. Because you signed it. You agreed to it. Now, if it goes off, look at the motherfuckers that made Napoleon Dynamite. They didn't get shit for that goddamn movie.
Good.
But dude, that movie made tons of damn money and still making money.
It has.
Precious made 63.6 million.
But nobody probably thought it would make shit. Hey, let me just make this 50,000. I'm getting a paycheck. Dude, you can't if you agree to something, that's what you agreed to. Now,
wait, which movie?
I don't give a fuck which movie.
He talking about Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, yeah.
If you talking about any movie, if you smart, you're going to say, okay, I'll take a base salary of 25,000 and 3% of the royalties or something.
Yeah.
You go in there and talk royalties and shit. Now, if you just talking salary, hey, we gonna pay you this for this. All right, I'm good. Let me get that. Now, the movie goes on to make all the money it's making. You can't say shit because you didn't negotiate that up front. So then you want to come out on stage and, well, these motherfuckers did this. No, nobody ain't do shit to you. You read the fucking contract. You had people, your people read the contract. All this other shit, if you come out here and just because the movie got popular at some point, guess what? You signed the contract in the beginning. If you wanted royalties, and it's a lot of other black people that were smart in the beginning and say, look, don't give me shit. I want the royalties. Go back and look at all the ones that did that. Because they believed in what they were doing. If you don't believe in what you're doing, then you want your money up front and you just happy with that. But
the thing with Monique though, like Lee Daniels actually apologized because he did do it wrong. Like I forgot like what the parameters were. He apologized.
What's good?
So, like,
okay, I don't know all this shit because I don't even give a fuck. But honestly, I don't because it doesn't even compute in my head. But honestly, if you're gonna do some shit, then have the right people looking at it. Don't they gonna pay you this, and we really don't think this movie gonna make too much. So yeah, take this and you be happy with it. Somebody should be like, well, hell, on the back end, this might be all right. So why don't you take some back end money and let, hey, just give us 1% of whatever fucking you go make on the back end. Just give us 1% of that or something.
That's a danger though, because you don't know what's gonna happen.
That's a
Well,
crapshoot. It's the dice you roll.
Yeah,
because
that movie.
If you go sit here and crack out somebody gave you $50,000 and you were happy with it at the time, now they just made 66 million. What the fuck then? Look at all the people that was with Facebook that turned. Hey, Jesse, you do this shit on your own. Whoever the fuck.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
He said Eisenberg. This nigga's on Breaking Bad.
No.
Jesse Eisenberg is the dude played Zuckerberg. And
yeah, he played Zuckerberg. They fucking the same. But dude, they didn't believe in it, and then they came back and wanted money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you go cry up front. Don't cry on the back end. Do all your crying up front and then get it straightened out so that the people that we don't have to hear that shit. Honestly,
so would you have rather her not come out and deal with it?
I'd rather her came out, did her comedy skit, and then she could have went to social media and said, I thought this is that and the other. I wouldn't have gave a fuck either way because I ain't go see the show. But if I was at that show and I had to hear that shit, I'd have been like, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck. I came here to laugh.
Surprisingly though, people were cheering her.
Well, they think that's some brave shit. And it's actually stupid. It is. It's fucking stupid because you tearing down you burning your own bridges and shit. Honestly,
sometimes bridges got to be burned.
They do. They do.
And cross the same bridges again, though.
And when you got to cross them bridges again, it's like, fuck, I burnt this motherfucker. So who I'm gonna go to now? And people saw you burning them bridges. Nah, I don't want to deal with you. And now you ain't got no bridge to cross. You know, I ain't saying she was wrong. Her timing was off. Timing is everything, man. If you go do something, you got to fucking time it right. You just don't come out in a show to people that ain't got nothing to do with the fuck you crying about and crying to them.
But you know, the more you get your story out in front and people believe it, you know, they gonna go hard for you. I think that's one of the things people do for in the moment too, and because she knew that somebody was gonna record it, it was gonna go on social media. Somebody was gonna they're gonna catch a story, and now she's being talked about. So like, it's also sometimes it could just be a little, you know, media ploy or a publicity ploy where you putting it out there, and now they have no choice but to talk about it. Now you don't got DL to stoop low and engage with you in the conversation that, as a man, I don't care if a woman talking crazy about me. I'm not going to engage one with a married woman, a woman that's older than me, possibly, or whatever. But like, it just, I don't know. It just when men go back and forth with women on social media, to me, like it just appears weak. It's a weak move for me. Like now, if it's you and another dude that's questioning certain things, whatever, we can go back and forth. But as a woman, I'd rather call the girl up or whatever, have my people call her up like, yo, take the post down or I'm suing you. Point blank.
But
you know,
when you talk about entertainers and shit like that, we ain't even on that level, so we don't know.
We can't even talk about it because
that's
way more bread than we
relevant. Do. That's a ploy to stay relevant too. So
yeah, and all this, dude. Honestly, everybody relevant now for this moment of time. When I shit, D.L. Hughley and fucking Monique wasn't even on my mind until we go talk about this. I'm like, what the fuck we talking about?
Yeah, only reason I even think about DL is because I be listening to the radio show. Other than that, like, you know.
Well, let's wrap it up, dear. God damn it. That was it.
All right. I know
That
you
was
got
actually that was a
Oh.
good. That was a good. Nah. Nope. I don't care about. Nope. Chauncey, I love you, bro.
Oh no, I'm going to bed.
Chauncey,
I'm going to
Chauncey,
sleep.
I love you,
I'm
bro.
going to sleep. I'm going to
Yo,
sleep.
I'll fill in
I
for him,
promise you.
Chauncey, if y'all need me.
Yo, nah, ain't nobody filling in for nobody. Everybody going to sleep.
Goddamn spoiled ass motherfucker.
Hey, I'm going to bed. I'm gonna let y'all get your shout out. So go ahead, big bro.
Shout out to everybody that's listening. I love y'all.
That was
It
damn.
was quick.
You didn't give. I thought it was gonna be longer than that. Like I needed a chance to think about who name I'm
Nah,
about
I
to
ain't
go.
got no time for that shit.
Man, shout out to my wife. Love you, baby. Shout out to my kids. Shout out to my oldest son who'll be a sixth grader next year. Crazy that I have a kid that is that old. Like what was I thinking? I don't know. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to my big bros, man. Tonight, I love the discourse, man. I love the conversation that we had. You know, it's just we on the way up. And if you want to be an investor in Troop and Bell Custom Clothiers, holla at me.
Hey, shout out to the wife. Shout out to the kids. Shout out to the fam. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the listeners. Hey, do me a favor. Go on YouTube, subscribe, like it, share it, tell a friend to tell a friend. Subscribe and tell a friend to subscribe on Facebook.
And press play and just because y'all don't be doing nothing at work anyway, so just press play and let it play.
Yeah, just let it ride. Put it in your playlist. Just go off and sit at work. If you're home cleaning, just let it play.
Speaking of that, Elon Musk is making all of his Tesla employees go back to the office because they be lying about working remotely.
Yeah, I read that yesterday too.
Wild.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, he's Thanos, bro. He's Thanos.
Yeah, he ain't got the right stone yet. He waiting on one more.
Twitter. He's waiting on Twitter. Twitter's the final one.
Man.
Love y'all though, man.
Yeah, hit the bell for notifications. Appreciate that, Will. Hey, when you leave off here, go on Twitch. Watch Boricua Vega. I ain't gonna try to spell it, so good luck, Will.
Man, that is so easy to spell.
I'm good. But y'all go to Twitch, check out Will, watch him get shot up on Apex.
While he drinks his 40s.
Yeah. While he sits up there and drinks 40s of Bud Light and get killed.
Damn, Bud Light.
I won't be on tonight. Damn, migraine.
Bud Light.
Take an Advil and suck it up. But appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We will see y'all next week. Probably be next Thursday again because I got to work Wednesday. So we'll do it then. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Like I say, tell a friend to tell a friend. Get on the ground floor because once the elevator go up, your key might not work.
No, it won't work. Now might not.
Yeah. But with that being said, it's your boy Drew.
Swoop.
Eric.
And we are the Global Unknowns.
Poot the Bamola, motherfuckers.